Hello and welcome to Billy Ho Sports. This today is a preview for the Pacific Classic at Delmar Racetrack this Saturday, September 2nd. And we have several profiles, so I'm just going to make a few quick announcements. Put a bolo out on my latest preview videos. We got the Jockey Club Gold Cup coming out. Set the notifications because I got the other preview videos coming out with past performances for the major stakes races. And here's a quick glance at what's coming up. So also website, blog site, I'm hoping to get a couple of preview articles up by tomorrow. So billyhosports.com/blog. Link is in the description. Check it out. Subscribe to the channel, obviously, if you haven't already. I really appreciate it if you would. Smash that like button. Leave me a comment, and let's get this thing started. Okay, the Pacific Classic is 1.25 miles on the dirt, Delmar Racetrack. I'm going to start with Slow Down Andy, is trained by Doug O'Neill. Maybe Mario Gutierrez up, I'm not sure. Ran a quality second in the San Diego Handicap here after he got gobbled up in that Met Mile, but a lot of horses did. Basically, he turns from home, takes the lead, but is passed up by Senor Buscador, who's also in this race. So it was a pretty quality second place run, just got clipped. Also won the Delmar Derby on the turf here a while back. So I think the added distance is fine. Might be kind of a tall order for Slow Down Andy, but not too bad a horse. Now the next horse, I should say, Tripoli, is trained by John Sadler, and Sadler's the man when it comes to these recent PC wins. This horse here won it 2 years ago, but he's got 4 to 5 wins in the last decade or so, at least. So definitely one to contend with as far as training this race up. Anyway, but this one looks a little long in the tooth at 6 years old. Did run fifth in the San Diego Handicap, but I don't think it's going to be one I'm looking at here. So Defunded isn't one I might like here, actually, trained by Bob Baffert. This horse can flat out fly when it wants to. The 4th place beaten favorite off the layoff in that San Diego Handicap disappointed some, but I do believe he will improve off of that effort. But if you go back to that Hollywood Gold Cup from Santa Anita, it was a stress-free ride and then a battle down home. So that could sometimes lead to a bounce. So I look for better things from Defunded in this race. The horse that Defunded battled with down the stretch in that Hollywood Gold Cup was Paroli, and that's trained by Mike McCarthy. So we saw how strong that horse ran. It was like 25-1 in that race with Defunded, but ran hard against him in the Hollywood Gold Cup. And then went out in an allowance race after that in Delmar and ran 4th. So it's likely going to be a pass for me ultimately. But the next one up is Senor Buscador, and this is trained by Todd Fincher. Ran 5th in that Hollywood Gold Cup and wasn't much of a factor. Bumped out of the gate. Past numbers were much better, I thought. So those were my words, actually, in the previous video for the San Diego Handicap, which he went out and won. So he was definitely better than that Hollywood Gold Cup. So I do like Senor Buscador, but I don't think for the win. Now this one here I do like for the win. It's Richard Mandela's Go Rocket Ride. Monster race in the Haskell. I really thought that this horse was going to run well in the Haskell, but I thought I needed to see one before. I didn't think it was just going to come right out, and defeated Mage down the stretch with a masterful, strong run. So, like I said, I thought he was a race away, but I was sure wrong about that, and probably the top contender in this race. So, Go Rocket Ride. I like that horse. Now, the next one I have a little bit of differing opinions on, I think. Stiletto Boy, trained by Ed Moger, the son of Shackelford, likes to get up on the lead, but when he ran up against West Willpower, down the stretch, faded to 6th in that Stephen Foster. The previous effort to try to wire the field in the grade 2 Oaklawn ended in a show money at 1.125 miles. So I'm not sold on him being the best horse in the field at the distance, although I've seen him ranked higher than Go Rocket Ride and Arabian Knight, who I'm talking about next. I need to see something else from that one. So maybe there's something you can change my mind. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's something you're seeing I'm not, because I don't think that horse is as good as Arabian Knight or Go Rocket Ride. So Arabian Knight, trained by Bob Baffert. The Haskell was his first race off the extended layoff from, I believe, all the way back in January. And I really thought he needed a race. Well, he dug in hard and down the stretch and finished 3rd behind Mage and Go Rocket Ride. So I think that race is going to spring this former Derby trailer to the top tier of this field. So I'm really liking Arabian Knight in this race. Another horse on the Derby trail that got derailed I really liked was Skinner, coming off of the Santa Anita Derby, where he closed very hard and is trained by John Sheriffs. So I've been looking forward to seeing this one run after he was forced out of the Kentucky Derby, didn't quite get in. Ran a quality runner-up to Reincarnate in his return at the Los Alamitos, which we're looking at now. Lost ground down the stretch due to his own drifting, and then trying to get around the 4-horse coming home. I had to weave around 2 different times. So likely would have made it closer, but probably not got the win. But his closing style, I think, will be a factor. Now, last up is Katona, trained by Doug O'Neill. And we're going to show the Pleasanton Stakes. Was a very nice win. The 4-year-old has back-to-back wins, moving in the right direction. So maybe a long shot value, but probably going to be close to the longest 1 or 2 shots in the race. So I hope you enjoyed that preview show. Much more to come. Stay tuned, set the notification bells, and until next time, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.